This is Training Walk 4, and I have brought you to one of my favourite places in the entire world. We've followed the Dart Valley up from my village of Kingswear and are now on the West Dart. We've crossed the river about 5 times. This is the West Dart on Dartmoor. I love Dartmoor. It's rugged and bleak and beautiful. We're going to head up towards the head of the West Dart. The Dart splits over that way somewhere at Dartmeet. It's the sort of Ron Seal of place names. Does exactly what it says on the tin. See the East Dart and the West Dart meet there, and this is the West Dart that heads up towards Cut Hill, where the source of the Dart is. We're heading that way. We'll see how far we get. We started today's walk down at 2 bridges down that way. 2 bridges, in true Devon fashion, has 3 bridges. It used to have 2, and then they built a 3rd one because reasons. But 2 bridges, also where we filmed one of the scenes from my award-nominated short film Skylarks. And I'm sure I can trust my editor Matt to add in a little sequence of me crossing a bridge right now. And I've been coming up here since my childhood. I think my first real trip up here to walk was with the school, primary school. My headmaster, Mr. Bunce, was a huge fan of Dartmoor and letterboxing, which is a proto-geocaching where you had compass directions and things like that. Anyway, we're going to head up this way, and I've loved Dartmoor ever since then. So we can see the river in background there. In the foreground, you can see what's going to be the biggest challenge of the day, this sort of thing. It's a bog. Dartmoor, of course, famous for its bogs. The Great Grimpen Mire. It's based on Foxtel Mire. A couple of miles to my west, where Sherlock Holmes fought the Hound of the Baskervilles. Wisman's Wood is one of 3 ancient oak woodlands that still exist on Dartmoor to this day. It's a site of special scientific interest, and you can see how the extreme weather conditions you get up here on Dartmoor, the cold, the wind, the rain, have twisted and gnarled these oaks into these incredible formations. And then you've got the moss that hangs off all the trees like some sort of shroud. It's supposed to be one of the most haunted places in England, but I've never had any problems here. If you see any shapes moving in the mist behind me, don't tell me. I'd like to live in blissful ignorance if that's alright with you. I'm heading up now, up the valley, away from Wisman's Wood, heading up towards the tors on the top to see if we can get a better view. Looming out of the mist, our first proper tour, the Longford tour. These massive lumps of granite. This is what makes Dartmoor so popular for mining, for granite. Dartmoor granite has been used all over the world, and was used on the second stone London Bridge, one that's now in Lake Havasu in Arizona. Also used on Nelson's Column. Also used on curbs in London. I was worried that the way the mist has come down lately, the last few minutes, been walking for a while, hadn't reached the next point, the tour that I was hoping for. And so if you can see that there, just that grey bulk in the mist, it just appeared, emerged. I was like, yeah, no, I'm on the right track. But there is a stone circle not far from here called Grey Weathers, and it's called that. Weather is an old word for sheep, and in the mist this circle of stones, standing stones, looks just like a herd of sheep. You can certainly see that. And now we're getting close to higher white tar. So right now I'm stood in the middle of the River Dart, the West Dart here. I was going to try and head further upstream, but I think the conditions today say don't be an idiot. It's very wet underfoot, but here you can see the water is beautiful and clear, and it's very difficult to believe that this, in just 20 or 30 miles, becomes that huge great river that we walked down just last week. Sort of quarter mile, half mile wide. This is I'm going to go up, so rather than head all the way upstream that way and then come round that way, I'm going to go up to the top of Rough Tor, to the edge of the firing range. They're not firing today, so we should be safe. If heaven is a place on earth, I do believe it might be eating sausage sandwiches on top of a tor on Dartmoor, because this view is stunning. So here at Rough Tor we have these two little huts, a flagpole there, and a line of red and white posts going that way, and a line of red and white posts going that way, and they signify the edge of the danger area. So this is the edge of the Merivale firing range used by the army. It's just over here. All this area is part of the firing range. When there is a red flag flying, you do not go past the line of red and white posts because they are live firing. Just to emphasise, Merivale firing range, keep out when warning flags or lights are displayed to your right. Danger, do not touch any military debris, it may explode and kill you. So I've walked about half the distance from Rough Tor to Crow Tor. Some tors, you don't know why they get their name. Over there we got Devil Tor, no idea. Longerford, it's kind of long. Litterford, it's smaller than Longerford, I guess. Some are just obvious. And over here we have Crow Tor, which looks like a crow. And I'll show you in a second. There you go, Crow Tor. You can just see its head on the left, the wings swept back. So this is the main bulk of Crow Tor from the other side. Just come round. You can see the way the ground has been eroded around the tor to leave the granite exposed, and then the wind and the rain have taken bits of the granite away as well, the softer bits of the granite, leaving the fantastic structures piled on each other. Just amazing. We're getting to a point where I can just about see where the car park is now. It's still a good probably 2 miles away. I think I'm on 7 miles now, 6.5, 7. But walking along this very consistent, very level path, it's quite nice, and the valley here drops away quite steeply. So while this stays level, the water, the river has gone. And just over there, got the beautiful view of Wisman's Wood. A few people wandering around in there. So just walking through these lovely pine woods. The walk along the Leat has been a lot harder than I expected. The going quite muddy at points and very uneven, with lots of rocks in the path. This final section of the walk brings you along the river down here. It's not the Dart, this is the Cowsick River, which meets the Dart down at two bridges. A lovely little stroll through these woods to finish. It's been a tough one. It's been around 8 miles by the time I finish. And some of the terrain has been really tricky. So I'm quite pleased with my progress. on tough terrain, and I don't think the Camino is going to be that hard. But I am pretty knackered now, and it's only 8 miles, which is about half of what I have to do on the first day. So still work needs to be done, but starting less than a week, so it'll be fine,